View of the police helicopter incident that just happened. I've reviewed it throughout my videos, but this is a short synopsis of what happened. So I heard the helicopter, so I jumped up on my truck on the driveway and started recording out over the houses of 24181, 24191 across the street from me, because he was coming up in the fake helicopter pocket by Geronimo. He was going incredibly slow, and then he descended once behind the house a little bit. Wasn't as much as I was saying, because I was thrown off slightly by how slow he went. And then so he emerged and into my line of sight behind 24191, because there are trees between 24181 and 24191. And he did ascend back up a little bit so that I could see him. He cleared the house. And so he started coming up, and I was trying to record him. And then so he started, because he wanted to be involved with me, like just get like a little bit of like a tangible situation so that I would be led away from my house. And so I already knew all this as it's going on, so I don't know why he thinks he's directing me. And then so once I saw that he was doing that, I went and he started making a little bit of a curve, and so a left curve up into my neighborhood. So once he got to probably like parallel, like within the line of like two houses up from the end of my street, he started coming in a lot closer, and then he came up into the park. And so as he was doing that, I used the houses across the street, even though I'm on Satellite and Cessna, to kind of go out into the street down towards the Solero Oliveira intersection, and then use the houses on the opposite side of the street for me to block me from his field of view, at least. And then so at one point I was like 1.5 houses down from the end of the street, basically outside Deb's house, which is the second house from the end of the street on my side of the street. And so he got all excited. It sounds like he's coming back. No, it's the train. So he got all excited then, and so I knew that was like solidified what I already thought about him trying to get me out there with a spotlight. And then so I kind of waited and let him get it all excited, like I was out there and he could get me, and they're all talking about it, like, now's the time, I guess we'll do it, should we do it? And so when they were doing that, I got him excited, and then I ran back to my house. And then so he sped up and he was coming to get me. And then once I got back to my house, I was saying, you can't do anything because I'm right here in my house. And then he slowed down a lot. And then I stood up on my truck, and my phone shut off because it sucks. And that's when he was out coming up Oliveira. So he basically did a big left swoop through the park and then up Oliveira Street. And then so as my phone was turning back on, I ran down the wall in between my house and the fireman's, jumped in my backyard. And then my first video again of recording him is from the back wall in my yard. He's over in Oliveira Street, and I'm under the star pine, shooting straight out and then slightly to the left diagonally towards Montevideo Elementary School. And then so I jumped the wall on the opposite side